Cheers. I have been sleeping on iced Americanos, and sometimes you just don't need a heavy, milky latte first thing in the morning. I love an iced Americano, just a little of half and half. I'll put that there for now and be professional. Hi. Most of you watching probably know who I am, but if you don't, my name is Taylor. I had a YouTube channel forever ago, back in, I guess 2015. It would have been the summer after I graduated college. And I'm very bashful, so we're gonna be pausing a lot as people walk by because I'm too shy to film a video in front of passers-by. And I don't know, I felt like a couple days ago, I felt an urge to film a video. So we live in Durham, North Carolina. We live right next to Duke University's East Campus. That's where all the freshmen live. They have some Adirondack chairs like out on the green, and it's a really great place to like lounge and read a book or just hang out. And so I was gonna bring the camera over there, but it started raining. But then I'm like, now I know this video is meant to be filmed just like on a rainy day. We also needed to clear out like the mugginess in the air. It's been so hot and humid, so this feels so good and so right to film a rainy day film. I literally need a script to look at, or I'm just going to be talking and talking forever with no direction. My name is Taylor. I'm a writer, blogger, and creator of whatever I feel like. I love making videos. I miss it. I love Instagram as a platform to make reels, and I've had a lot of fun with that. I love filming makeup videos. I'm trying to get better at filming hair tutorials, but it's just hard to film in the back, so I'm still working on that. So, why I'm here. I've had a really interesting and tumultuous and pretty difficult last couple of years. Obviously the pandemic was really hard on all of us for a whole swath of reasons. I was living in Washington, D.C. with my fabulous friend crew when it happened. Jake, my now husband, then boyfriend, was about to move down here to North Carolina to start law school. And then we got engaged that November of 2020. And so 2020 into 2021, we're dating long distance, then engaged long distance, planning a wedding during the pandemic. A lot of like family drama going on. And I'm working on then like also moving down here into the spring of 2021. So that was just like a lot of life changes and events and transitions to navigate all at once, which was overwhelming. Then we got married, which was so much fun. It was just like the best weekend of our lives, and we could not have asked for a better gift of like people coming from all over to celebrate us. That was really special. We just celebrated 2 days ago our 2-year wedding anniversary, which is really sweet. We will properly get to celebrate that when we go abroad in Europe. Now, at this point today, Jake's done law school. He's on week 9 out of 10 of studying for the bar exam. He flies to Chicago to take that next week. And we will leave to take our bar trip. We're going to Europe for almost a month, which is going to be so much fun. And then we move to Chicago right when we get back, like the same week. So there's plenty more changes coming after the tough like couple of years that we've had and that I've had. I think this new round of change is really welcome. These are exciting changes and not sad or stressful ones. On top of like all the change that happened around the time when we got married, I had some pretty painful family events take place and have navigated very strange and new areas that I know nothing about prior. I've learned that estrangement is its own journey, and unfortunately, I've learned the hard way, there is a tremendous amount of stigma around estrangement and having an estranged member of your family, but I think it's important to talk about. We don't need to dive deep into it here. That's not the purpose of this video, but I do want to say if that's something that you're considering, I will never say that's an easy decision to make, but I will say my life has gotten so much easier as a result of making that decision. And if that's something that you need to do for yourself, I support you. And it's a really difficult thing, but I think there are just sometimes decisions like that happen to be the right one for you. Yeah. If you hear that encouragement from no one else but me, just know that like I support you. I have had such fantastic support from my friends. Many of us have our own chosen families for a number of reasons, and my friend group, my girls in DC and my friends down here in Durham, have been so supportive, and I could never properly thank them. It's just made such a difference in being able to heal and move forward, and in a number of areas, not just with like this family stuff I've dealt with, but I love my friends. I'm so grateful for them. The other tough thing was I've just had a number of, I'm gonna wait for this truck. The other area of my life that I've navigated with much struggling is my job and my career. I have been really wanting to pursue a career, and pursuing success, whatever that measurement looks like, has been really important to me. I've wanted to be self-sustaining. I've wanted to be able to like make my own way in this world. That was like a big part of how I was raised. And I have run into just a string of poor luck with jobs. I got hired for a new job earlier this spring, and I was so excited about it. I really felt like it was the dream job, and it was going to be something that like I could carry on and continue doing in Chicago, which was one of my goals. And it turned out to be, I mean, to say it was a poor fit is an understatement. It was a nightmarish ordeal. It was a super toxic, unhealthy environment. It was a bad fit, really bad management. I don't use the word abuse lightly, but there was definitely managerial abuse there, and she had the full backing of HR, and so I just didn't stand a chance. When that ended, the disappointment of that was really hard. I had been planning to quit, and I ended up getting fired, and I felt so much shame for that. I was just like, I don't know, everyone had been praying around my job situation, everyone close to us in our lives, and so for that to just come crashing down catastrophically the way it did was really hard. I've really tried to learn from that and heal from that, and I've taken the summer to, you know, by the grace of God I can do this, take a bit of a break from having to work full-time, and now I'm working part-time in a coffee shop, which has been really fun and easy and light. I work at Cloche Coffee in Durham, and I really love it. You should come by if you're in the area or visiting. So I can walk to work every day, which is great. And I've done other things. I've like expanded my creative like capacities again, which feels so good. I feel like that's very I lost it during the pandemic from all the stress of everything going on, and for those creative juices to come back is such a gift, and I'm so grateful for that. I just don't have words. I've been writing a lot more. For those of you who are subscribed to my blog and get my essays and new blog posts, you know this. And now like I really would love to revive a YouTube channel. I have so many ideas. I'm inspired by Morgan Riddle, who is dating Taylor Fritsch, who's on the ATP tour for tennis, and her videos are fabulous. I love getting ideas from people who inspire me. Now that we have had like so many tough hurdles to surpass, Jake and I are so excited for the future together. We are moving to Chicago. We move in about 6 weeks. So I have plenty of like packing tips, moving ideas, vlogs for getting our whole life packed up, combined stuff. Since getting married, all of it. Moving it from here to the Midwest is going to be the biggest move that either of us have done. But we're ready. I'm 30, he's almost 30, he'll be 30 later this year. We've been there, done that. I've moved so many times by myself that I have no doubt that we're a great team, and we'll do this together, like no problem, even with the dog. I forgot to mention, I started a garden. I helped start one in the back of our building, and it's been such a small but profound source of joy for me. It's been such a healing property on the tail end of like my job situation, just like going kaput in such a catastrophic way. But the garden has been something to tend to, something to take care of. There's something so meaningful and satisfying in growing your own food. I think everyone should learn how to do that, at least on a foundational level. You know, when the world eventually ends, it'll be helpful to grow your own food. And I've shared it with my neighbors. It's been just a nice gift that other people get to enjoy too. And so campaigning for that with our landlord was so worth it. And I've only get to enjoy it for maybe 4 months, but I don't care. Like, I'm glad that'll be a legacy project I can pass on to other people and they can enjoy too. So I just wanted to film a little something like this to introduce myself, to check back in with those who already do know me, to remind everyone, go get yourself an iced Americano today. That's important. Self-care. Iced Americano with a tiny splash of half and half. You just can't beat it. The fact that I'm smiling, I'm talking about hard things, but I've been smiling this whole time. And I'm smiling at myself in the viewfinder too. This feels right. This feels right. I've had so many friends support my creative endeavors like this and have told me, like, you should start a YouTube channel, and I'm finally doing it. When I'm going through a hard time, when I'm stressed, when anxiety is just like the forefront. I don't have clinical anxiety, I have many loved ones who do, but that's not to say lowercase a anxiety is not still a new frequent player in my life, and I have had to learn new coping mechanisms to handle it. When anxiety takes over, it's hard for me to be able to unwind enough to actually enjoy my creative endeavors. My ideas just like go away, they go out the window. That has to come from a place of overflow and not from, like, you know, the bottom dregs of whatever's left over. And so to feel that sense of overflow again is really good. If anyone else is going through just incredibly stressful chapters or seasons related to jobs, related to family, related to life changes that just feel overwhelming, I would say prioritize yourself, take a break, learn how to rest. So many of us have forgotten what it means to rest. I don't think rest is valued really in any meaningful way at all in our culture. I could start a tangent on that. And I won't, but I will say, like, it's been so important for me, and I'm so glad and grateful that I've had the space to do that this summer. The past 3 months it's been really hard. I will say it's hard to sit still. It's hard to rest. It's hard not to fill my days with things that I should be doing. I'm shoulding all over myself all the time. And it's been a process to do less of that. Go to therapy, take care of yourself, exercise, but also rest and do nothing. It is much easier said than done. So all of that said, I hope to make more of this. Hopefully this will get edited and published, and I won't get stuck in the editing phase having to relearn editing software again. Fingers crossed. That's it. Hopefully I cut this down to a much more digestible, bite-sized video than all 15 or 20 minutes that I filmed. But I love you guys. Know that I'm rooting for you. I have so much to give, so many content ideas to share, and I want to bring value to you wherever you might be tuning in from. So have a fabulous day. Go get yourself an iced coffee. Bye.